Along with Doris Burke and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. Crowd here in anticipation of their home team Lakers in an interconference battle here at the Staples Center. So let's take a look at the Boston Celtics starting lineup. Garnett and Perkins in the middle. Rondo and Allen make up the backcourt, and Pierce. And for the Lakers, Artest and Powell in the forward slots. Fisher and Kobe man the backcourt, and Bynum. Funny thing, Clark, about this Celtics team last year, they actually won more games on the road than they did at home. You don't see that very often.
Yeah, you sure don't, Kevin. I mean, talk about the exception to the rule. I mean, you rarely see that in any sport, especially the NBA, where home court is such a big advantage typically.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
I was able to talk with Phil Jackson for a minute. I asked him what his concern was this game, and he had no hesitation in singling out Rajon Rondo as an area of concern, saying Rondo is just so fast and can get to any place on the floor. He really disrupts the defense. Let's see if they can put the brakes on this speedster.
Thanks again, Doris. Lakers on D. Rajon Rondo missing his last shot. Garnett kicks to Perkins. Baseline jumper. The shot is off, and it's the Lakers taking it the other way. I will say this, however, of all the teams that I'd expect to do what you say, win more games on the road than at home, the Celtics would be at the top of the list.
Well, they're a veteran group, and you talk about winning on the road, and experience is always a factor. They know how to get it done on the road. Veterans have seen it all. They come in with the right mindset, and they're very rarely easily rattled by opposing crowds.
Now here's Kobe after the miss from Kevin Garnett. From downtown, kept alive. Here's Gasol, and that's good on the layup. Gasol's got his first basket of the night.
Nice, big momentum builders, those second chance points.
The Celtics on offense. 4-point game. One thing about Pau Gasol, he wanted more touches last season, and he was vocal about it, saying we need to find our balance with our interior game developing, using it a little bit more. Subtle message, but certainly one that was heard.
Yeah, and an indication of Powell being more assertive and understanding how important that is, not just for him, but for his team. The Lakers were at their best when they took full advantage of their size inside.
Steve Blake's checked in for Derek Fisher. Then for the Celtics, O'Neal comes in for Kendrick Perkins, and Glenn Davis subbed in for Kevin Garnett. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Ray Allen, even at his age, is still a sight to behold when he takes that jump shot.
Yeah, he really is. He's got one of the sweetest jump shots we've ever seen in the history of the game. As pretty a shot as we'll see. And not just because it looks good, it goes in, too.
And here's Rondo, following the three-pointer by Kobe Bryant. Outside Rondo. Back to Pierce. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo. Pierce has got his first points of the game. So with Ray Allen, Clark, do you see him being that way for the next few years as specialist?
You know, he's a better all-around player than people have given him credit for. I mean, his shooting is so superb and so special that that's what draws the most attention. But he's a good all-around basketball player.
He stretches those defenses, though, with that shot.
Yeah, he does.
Kobe with the steal.
He got baited into throwing that one. The defense was well on top of it.
Hits the tray. Kobe's got 6.
The fast break left the defense discombobulated. As a result, he had the open 3.
Allen, right side, picked up by Artest. Allen, that's good. Here's Blake. 24 seconds left in the first. Rebound by Ray Allen. Celtics trail by 4. Here's Rondo. Hammers it in.
Kevin, you know, I love that. Finishing strong.
For a backcourt player, Clark, he looks right at home, driving to the hoop. In our first quarter of play over, some good numbers on the board so far. Lakers lead by 2.
Well, they've been getting out on the...
A closely contested game here at the start of the second quarter. Here is Robinson. So with Rondo on the bench, Here's the 5 for Doc Rivers right now. They've got Nate Robinson. Len Davis out there with Pierce. Then there's Perkins and Wafer. And Davis gets it to go. Here's Fisher. You know, one of the stories last season, Clark, in the playoffs for the Lakers was after that early scare to the Thunder of Oklahoma City in the first round, the Lakers really turned it up in the playoffs. In fact, it was that Game 5. They kind of rebooted. They kind of found themselves.
Yeah, they certainly did. Sometimes you have to have your back against the wall. You've got to go through that crucible of almost losing an important game in the playoffs to be able to get your second win and to gain that extra wave of confidence. And that's kind of what happened with the Lakers. I mean, anytime you face a team like the Thunder that has the leading scorer in the league in Kevin Durant, you know it's not going to be easy, and the Lakers saw that to be true, and yet they were able to work through that.
Thunder had those young legs.
And a lot of confidence.
Yes.
And an unbelievable building.
They didn't blink. They did not blink.
Not at all. They were relishing the opportunity, thrilled to be in the playoffs, but they felt like they could not only play with the Lakers, they felt like they could beat the Lakers, Kevin.
Now let's check in with the third member of our crew, Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kevin, prior to last season, Kobe Bryant emailed Hakeem Olajuwon, the legendary center, who he credits as, quote, the greatest post player ever, and asked if he'd work with him on his post game. Kobe took what he learned and trained on it every day and then put it to good use in the regular season. And guys, Kobe's footwork was already scary. To improve even more certainly helps explain what a great season he had. Back to you.
Nice stuff, Doris. Thank you. And the Lakers with some changes. Andrew Bynum's checked in for Gasol. Barnes comes in for Ron Artest. And Kobe is subbed in for Steve Blake. And the Celtics making a change here. Here's Garnett. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Clark, back to that postseason matchup. I mean, sweeping the Jazz is no easy feat, given you have to win 2 in a row up in Salt Lake City at the Energy Solutions Arena.
No, not easy at all, but that series against the Thunder, the Lakers had to win a 5th game on the road on a last-second shot. Sometimes, Kevin, that can catapult you to a higher level of performance in the next series, and I think that's what you saw with the Lakers when they got away from the Thunder and then were able to sweep the Jazz.
Jazz just didn't have the size to compete against Los Angeles.
Exactly. Too much size with Gasol and Odom, Bynum up front. That's an awful lot to overcome over a 48-minute ball game.
And Okura was out, and Kirilenko was coming back from injury. There were some issues there for the Jazz.
Exactly. They were undermanned and undersized, and that's no way to try to beat the Lakers.
Robinson missing again.
He's had some problems finding the range here in this quarter.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. And here's Kobe from the arc. And again, the Lakers no good.
Here, they'll want to hold for 1 shot. Good execution on the break leads to the nice bucket.
Here's Fisher. He has 7. Kobe, that's for 2. And again, the Lakers no good.
I think he's really starting to lose confidence in his shot. Those misses are getting to him.
The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime.
Some good.
Halftime, and here's a look at some of the top.
Well, it's been a tight game as we enter the second half. Both teams going at it. Here's Rondo. And seeing Kobe out there, you think about how he signed a 3-year contract extension last season.
Yeah, I think the deal made sense for both him and the Lakers, Kevin. Another window for a championship is certainly open, and they feel like they can get it done a few more times under his leadership.
Fisher and Kobe man the backcourt. Howe and Bynum filling up the middle. And Artest. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. And now our sideline reporter, Doris Burke, has some info for us. Doris, take it away.
Kevin, the Lakers are the defending champs 2 years running now, and Lamar Odom said, you have to understand you are now the target. Teams want to beat you. They compare themselves to you. Because we know that, we have to stay sharp. Guys, let's see if they can maintain their focus.
Thank you, Doris.
Even if the game isn't close, there's going to be a lot of those.
And the next collective bargaining agreement may limit the size of contracts. So, Clark, a lot of the players, Kobe included, want to lock those contracts in right now.
Yeah, it certainly gives you a sense of maybe having some control in an environment where there is some economic uncertainty right now.
Makes a lot of sense. With age comes wear and tear, and the Celtics experienced some of those injuries when you look at last season, Garnett and Pierce having knee issues. But you know what, Clark? Even youngsters on their team got banged up. Big baby Glenn Davis, he had a thumb injury, a broken thumb. He had an ankle injury. I mean, health is such a big issue for young and old.
Yeah, that's just part of the game, Kevin. You hope that you're fortunate as a team not to have crippling injuries to key players. And Rondo's hamstring, I think a part of it is just playing in a tough division. And another part is certainly age. That's a factor. But you can't say that for guys like Rondo and even Big Baby Davis.
Both teams will make substitutions. Lakers trail by 6. For 3. Good. Kobe's got 11 points.
He's just so gifted offensively. He's a tough guy to match up with. There was a poll taken last season among NBA players asking which players had the best basketball IQ. Guess who came in first? Kobe Bryant.
No surprise there, huh?
None at all.
And Clark, talk about Kobe's understanding of the game. We know about his skill level, but his awareness on the court really sets him apart.
Yeah, it does, Kevin. I mean, he grew up in a basketball family. His father played in the NBA, Jelly Bean. Bryant played for a number of years, so he was always around the game, but he took it to another level in his diligence in studying the game and recapturing and knowing its history.
The tray, no good. Excellent D there from Allen.
He just hasn't been able to get on track in this game. Not like he would like to. He's a much better shooter than he's shown.
Here's Garnett, and it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Garnett's got his first 2 points of the night.
This is an obvious 2-for-1 situation. Let's see their clock management skills.
Garnett comes over to help. They double-team Kobe. The shot's good from Gasol.
You can't allow him to establish deep position like that. Once he gets it in that close, he's almost unstoppable.
Here's O'Neal, and Andrew Bynum pulls it down. Lakers trail by 5. Easy shot, and Kobe the bucket with the assist from Andrew Bynum. Kobe's got 13 points. Here comes Rajon Rondo. Allen for 3. Rebound by Ron Artest. And so this one is tightly contested as we end the third. Ray Allen really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Absolutely.
Now, while we've got a moment, we're going to send it over to Doris Burke for our Spark of the Game, presented by Sprite. Doris?
Kevin, for that great stretch the Celtics put together, they get the Sprite Spark Award. They jumped out early with a big run in the first period, and they've protected that lead since, guys.
Doris, thank you. Big scoring run there was the spark they needed.
Everything started to synergize, and once the ball was rolling, there was no stopping them.
On the court right now for the Celtics. Glenn Davis out there with Pierce. Then there's Perkins, and it's Rajon Rondo and Wafer. The Celtics with the lead. Here's Rondo. Outside, Pierce. Wafer, covered by Barnes. Tosses it up. The shot by Pierce will not go.
That's not something you'll see very often. Got the mid-range jumper he wanted, but off target.
Here's Gasol. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. Wafer, covered by Artest. No good. And it's the Lakers taking it the other way. They haven't trailed by more than 7. Here's Fisher. He's off from 3.
They need to make the most of every possession. And desperation threes like that simply won't get it done.
Pierce, and finished off with a 2-hand slam.
Not who I would have predicted to come away with the slam there.
Well, that would have been a great finish, Clark, for any point.
You're right.
Fisher against Rondo. To tie it up. Fisher can't hit.
He's not giving an inch on defense. He really bothered that shot.
Picked up by Artest. Fires from 14. The shot by Pierce will not go. Lakers trail by 3. To tie it up. And the Lakers with another miss. And it's the Celtics with the ball. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Rondo kicks to Pierce. Lets loose for three. Again, Pierce missing.
Right now, he hasn't been able to deliver for him. He's having difficulty finding the range. I think he has to step inside a little bit more.
Here's our test. Connects.
Oh, that's much in the clutch. They needed that one, Kev.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. They're winning by 1. 56 seconds left to the fourth. And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Kevin, Doc Rivers was just addressing the plan with his team. He told them, keep pushing hard to the end. Just finish out these last few minutes, and we'll be able to come away with a W. Kevin?
Kobe's checked in for the Lakers. Making a switch here with the Celtics.
He's had an off game thus far, but his team has been able to pick up the slack and find a way to get it done here.
Less than 1 minute left. Perkins against Gasol. Here's our test. Ties it up. Our test's got his second bucket of the night.
Kevin, that's just not good defense. You can't be giving players of his talent level looks like that. Come on now.
It's Pierce on the wing. Covered by our test. Kicks it out to Allen. Behind the arc. A rebound by Gasol. So it's the Lakers now. Outside Odom. Takes the lead.
He's just so clutch. Here's a guy you want on your side with the game on the line, Kevin.
Here's Rondo. Oh, heartbreak. All or nothing there, and he couldn't knock it down. And so it's the Lakers who come out on top here. And Clark, you know, it was quite a nail-biter.
Yeah, it was tight. Their guys were able to come up with big plays down the stretch, and that's the difference.
Thank you for joining us for this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. For Clark and Doris and the rest of the crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time. Last but not least, here is your Jordan Brand Player of the Game, Kobe Bryant.